Welcome back to another video, and today we are talking about one of the a collection of so many open source programs and mentorship programs and internships that you can apply to, mostly as a student, but we will also talk about some of these programs that graduate professionals and people who are working jobs can apply to. Before we get started, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, and if you like this video in the end, then do like and comment. And if you don't know me, my name is Kunal. I do some lot of amazing community work, and with this channel we are here to make a change and to provide free education to all. So make sure you check out the playlist section of my channel once. If you're a student, if you want to learn about data structure algorithms, we're doing complete courses on machine learning, and one of the best courses that you can find, even better than paid courses. So if you're new to the channel, please care to subscribe, and we are bringing one of the best amazing resources. Join the Discord community. It's already close to 20,000 people as of now, so more will come in the future. So please make sure you subscribe and check out the link in the description. You will definitely like the channel. If you go to the playlist section, you will fall in love with the content that we are providing, and I'm sure you definitely will also subscribe. So please subscribe. That's the only way you can show the support, and share about this video with your friends as well so they can also contribute. Before we get started, I want to give a huge shout out to our sponsor Teleport for sponsoring this video. It's a great open source project, and since we are talking about open source, make sure you check that out as well. The links are in the description if you want to contribute, if you want to use it. Entire guides and everything is given below, so let's check it out. Are you juggling with shared secrets, SSH keys, or hopping between VPNs and multiple access points? Check out Teleport to quickly access your computing resources from anywhere. Teleport allows engineers and security professionals to unify access for SSH servers, Kubernetes clusters, web applications, and databases across all environments. With a unified resource catalog, there is no need to maintain inventories. You can also work together to troubleshoot a problem with your colleagues on a remote server or on each other's laptops, and record these sessions as well using shared sessions. Teleport also provides ready-to-use auth for your internal web applications. Easily implement security and compliance with Teleport to adopt industry best practices for access across all protocols and all environments with minimal configuration. How does it work? Teleport is a single binary which enables secure access to SSH nodes, Kubernetes clusters, web apps, and databases. Deployed as a single binary, it seamlessly integrates with the rest of your stack. Get started with Teleport now and try it for free. Check out the links in the description below for more information. So let's get started with the video. I've compiled over here some of the nice programs. If you want to check out why open source is important, how is contributing to open source going to help you, check out the open source guidance playlist that I have made, and I'll keep filling that with some amazing content and give you everything you need to contribute to open source, every guidance video and tutorials and podcasts. These are some of the before we get started, these are some of the great programs, but these are not mandatory to contribute to open source. Okay, you can contribute to open source even if you don't get selected for these programs. So basically, in short, you don't have to wait for any of these programs to start in order to contribute to open source, and that is what these programs are all about as well. So it's not about just getting selected, it's about like staying with the organization after the period is over. So some of these programs really are as an Indian student, even though you work on open source projects, like big open source projects, you get to learn a lot, and you get the skills, and you build to enhance your resume. You get to meet a lot of nice people, and you get to learn a lot of technical and other skills as well. These are also really high paying as compared to the internships that we get here in India. And if you're watching somewhere outside India, don't worry, all of these programs you can apply to as well. But here in India, like the internships, the stipend and everything, like people literally do unpaid internships. People literally do internships that pay like around little amount of money. Even if you're getting a good internship that may pay you around like Amazon India pays around 80,000 rupees a month or something. In open source programs like this, you literally can say the stipend you'll be getting is around 10,000 US dollars for the entire program. That's like 7.5 lakh Indian rupees. That's like the annual income of many Indian engineers. Money should not be the priority here. Money should not be the driving force. What should be the driving force? Open source. But you are getting to work on these amazing projects with many companies. Let's say if the project is benefiting the company, then it is definitely great if you are getting paid for that as well. So definitely you should not have the money as the driving force, but the main motivation should be open source learning and collaborating. And the stipend part is also great because you should not do unpaid internships, which is most of these programs also focus on, that you are actually getting paid for the nice work that you do for the company. all right, because open source does not mean free. If someone says open source means free, that's not true. Many projects, many companies have their open source projects, right? And they earn in like billions of dollars of revenue every year. So I'll make a separate video on how people earn from open source, how companies earn from open source, for example, if all of their projects are, available online. So the first program we're looking into over here is by Microsoft. This program is so amazing. I think it's the highest paying program as well. 10,000 US dollar stipend for just the remote work that you'll be doing on open source projects. So from May till August, so May, June, July, August, 3 to 4 months. For that you'll be getting around 10,000 US dollars. So not a comparison or anything. Okay, I'm not making any comparison or anything. I'm not saying like the Indian companies and internships that you do, it's not worth it. No, internships are all about learning and less about the money part. Okay, for some people it's also about the money part, supporting the family or whatever. So that is totally fine. If you're doing the jobs and everything for money, that is obviously fine. Many people do it. What's wrong with that? Everyone does job for money. But in open source, like over here as well, if you're getting a job from open source, if you're getting a role from open source, that is also totally fine. You're doing good work and you're getting recognized for that. I also got so many opportunities via open source. So you can see like 80,000 around something you can get like in India. For 4 months, you'll make around 3.2 lakh. You'll earn double than that, more than double in just this open source program, more than double. That is not, that's just a little hint I'm getting, like how open source can really help you in your career, in your resume, in your, that is the driving force that I'm trying to share with you. Not the money part. Money part is great, but actually the good work that you do and the outcome that you get, because in the end you do need a job, in the end you do need a salary. So such programs can definitely help you in getting there as well, like enhancing your resume, making sure you collaborate with people, getting you experience and connections and skills and all these things. So this is for people who are into machine learning and stuff, reinforcement learning. So you can say it's a global online program. So it's online. Everything will be online, focused on introducing students to open source reinforcement learning programs and software development. So if you don't know what reinforcement learning is, make sure you Google about it. But I'll make a separate machine learning bootcamp very, very soon. So you are going to be working on real world reinforcement learning. Here you can see. So I believe these are some Microsoft like projects and stuff. And I believe we're going to be working with the Microsoft research team in New York City. That's pretty cool. So for the 4-month period, yeah, it's a 4-month research programming project during the break of your university, like summer break or whatever. And you'll be receiving a total stipend of 10,000 US dollars. So you can find more about the projects, open source projects. You can check out all the list of open source projects available over here. Okay, so this is the project, this is the link of the project, the goals of the project and everything, the languages and everything, that are required. It's working with Fitbit and all these things, goals and the links. GitHub link of the project is also given. Just Google about it once. Just try to go through this page, all the things you will find. So many projects, 22 projects. 22 projects. Where is it? I accidentally closed it. Yeah. So 22 projects are, so many projects are there. Eligibility is given over here. You must be enrolled or accepted in an institute, any college, university or master program or PhD program, or even BTech students, undergraduate program. Why am I sharing this as the first one? Because no one knows about this program and it's still going on. March 2021, still going on. Why do not people know about this? It's just such an amazing program by Microsoft. No one knows about this. Only a few people know about it. That is why there is less competition, but now it will be increased, and that is fine. This such amazing opportunities should be shared, and may the best person get the opportunities. So we will also share about some programs that are like beginner friendly. Don't worry. So do share about this with your friends who are into machine learning. No one knows about this program. It's very important to share. Next is LFX Mentorship. So this is like GSOC as a service. Many companies take part. Hyperledger, Linux, the Cloud Native Computing Foundation, and LFX Networking, Open Mainframe, and so many other companies take part. So basically Intel and so many other companies you can see, Red Hat, so Jenkins. So people, these companies actually give their projects to in the LFX mentorship, and then students apply to these projects and they get selected and they get a like a stipend and get to work on some amazing projects. Let me just show you. So GitHub, you can go to cncf/mentoring. By the way, if you're liking the video so far, make sure you subscribe, please. It's not just this thing. I do a lot of amazing work on this channel. You will definitely not find it anywhere else. So please make sure you subscribe. That will really appreciate it. Just pause the video, subscribe right now. I would really appreciate it. All right. So this is what I'm talking about, CNCF mentoring repo. By the way, all the links will be in the description as well. So CNCF takes part in like LFX Mentorship. This is the one I'm talking about. It also takes part in Outreachy, Season of Dog, Summer of Dog, which we'll talk more about later, detailed. LFX Mentorship applications are open right now. Go to this URL, go to the year-wise thing, and fall applications are open right now. So you can see applications are open from August 16 till August 22nd. By the way, if you're watching this in the future, I'm listing so many programs. Oftentimes it happens that some of the programs get cancelled or closed. So always check the documentation first, because this video will get old after some time. But most of these programs are like running for 10 years, 20 years, or 15 years or whatever. It's like Google Summer of Code has been running for I think 16 years. This is a relatively new program, but it's growing really fast and it's a really great program. So make sure you check it out. Like LFX Mentorship, everything is given over here. So I'm not going to go through like everything that is. I'm not going to read it out loud for you, because you can do it obviously. So make sure you just go over here and check out all the previous projects and current projects and participating projects. You can see all the projects. So how do we get started? Go to the project issue. Let's say Litmus Chaos is participating, right? Or we can say BuildPacks is participating and OpenEBS is participating, for example. First of all, like go to this whatever thing that I have mentioned, join their mailing list. You can find the mailing list, or basically it's like a group chat. Joined it, so like they are on Slack. Follow them on like Twitter or whatever, and get involved. Okay, get involved. Try to solve the project, try to learn, enhance the code base, work with, basically, if you want to learn about how do you actually get started with a project, after this watch the open source guidance playlist first video. Over there I have explained how to start with the project. Okay, so I don't think I should repeat that again and again. Okay, we'll come back to this later. So yeah, over here you can just apply. You can see all the accepting applications that are currently taking part. So you can see this is taking part, Thanos is taking part with CNCF mentoring, Kubernetes itself is taking part, etcd is taking part. So just you have to go over here, apply, and basically if you just apply over here. And Dims is a mentor for Kates. He's been mentoring for some time now. Some amazing people who have already previous mentees who have also contributed to this these amazing projects. So it's going to take some time, because there are so many projects that take part in LFX via CNCF, and all of the other amazing organizations as well, like Hyperledger, Open Mainframe project, they also take part in LFX. But CNCF take parts as well, and all the projects under CNCF also come in this. So just go over here, go to accepting applications, or not even this, just go to GitHub mentoring section. Over there you will find everything in one place. Okay, check that out. Okay, so this is all the other projects, like everything you will find here, everything, mentor name, issue URL, apply, application, like this is also linking to the main part only. Okay, so basically check it out, this thing, CNCF/mentoring. Okay, that was the second one. There's a cross mentorship program as well. It's focused on research experience. So it's taking part in 2021 for the very first time. This is also a relatively new program. Not many people know about it. You can check out the projects here, and it's taking part in 2020 for the first time. So over here you will find all the details for cross. So the next program is MLH Fellowship. MLH Fellowship is great. There are a few tracks you can apply to, so you can check it out over here. I love this program, my personal favorite. I'm also part of the team, and pod leader stuff, community management. MLH is amazing. Had a lot of fun when I was a fellow. I was a part of the open source track, because over there back in last year when I was a part of the very first batch 0 in last year summer. So I contributed to Facebook open source. You can see so many amazing people, organizations like GitHub, and American Express, AWS, Facebook, Adobe, Twilio, RBC, Indeed. So many amazing sponsors. Facebook also has the production engineering track. So if people work on, production engineering stuff, get mentored by Facebook mentors. The software engineering track, and this is an open source track. I'll make a separate video on this. So make sure you subscribe and make sure you check out the links in the description, and also, make sure that you subscribe. Yeah, that's very important. Said it multiple times, but because it's very important, that is I want you to do it, because there's been a lot of misguidance for open source spread in India, at least. Hacktober Fest spams, GSOC is an internship, only do GSOC for money. No, this is a lot of scams have happened in India, which has turned people toxic towards open source, especially students. They look at it as competition and not collaboration. If you look at it as collaboration, you will get as many opportunities I have gotten. It's all about collaboration. Okay, over here you can see you are collaborating with other people. It's not about competition. Open source is not about competition. at least for students, it's about collaboration, building in public, learning. So please make sure you subscribe. I guarantee you will not get any clickbait or misguidance video for open source. And one more thing I would like to share, only watch open source videos of those people who have done open source. Someone is reviewing a college and they make videos on open source like, hey, GSOC is Google internship, or you get a GSOC Google referral. If you do GSOC, you will directly make it to Google. No, don't watch such videos. Okay, only watch videos of people who are actually legit in open source, who work in open source, who have done some great work in open source, like me. So please make sure you subscribe, and I will provide you some of the amazing content on open source. MLH Fellowship is great. Open source program is great. Make sure you learn more over here. And I think for now you can apply for it. It runs 3 times a year: summer, fall, and spring. So it's not like if you don't get selected, you will not be able to apply for the next year or whatever. You can apply for the next batch. So it's an internship alternative, and you get to learn a lot of nice things. I'll make a separate video on this, most definitely. On this, definitely I will make, because I've been a part of fellowship for like since last year, so I know quite a lot of things about it. And fun fact, I've also done the most evaluations for fellowship, like around 3,000 plus. So when you submit, most probably I will see your application as well. But one thing I love about this is no one person is reviewing the one application. One application is actually reviewed by 3 to 4 to 5 different people, so that it's fair for everyone. So I think that is the most amazing part about this. And you get to learn a lot, you get to interact with people, you get to basically, I think the highlight of this fellowship is, at least for me, projects are great and everything, but the networking opportunities that you get to interact with your fellows, cross-pod fellows, mentors, your maintainers, project maintainers, raise dev sessions, your pod leader, 6 people. So it's like very amazing. Google Summer of Code, everyone knows about this. I will make a video on this when when it comes close. Currently it's like ending. I think it has already ended. Yeah. So results will be announced on August 31st. And Summer of Code is great. I'll make a separate video on this. So basically I want you to just log in and check out the about section, what it's about. It's not an internship, but some of the myths that I would like to bust is it's great a program. Okay, that is not a myth, that is a fact. It's a great program. I was a part of it. I've been a mentor in Google Summer of Code twice. Did it in my freshman year. Some of the myths I would like to burst is it's not a pathway to Google. Okay, it is not mandatory. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. It's not like in India it's very overhyped. It's not like it's mandatory and it will give they will give you a job at Google or whatever. It is not an internship. Okay, you should not just do this for money. Google will not provide you a referral. When I did Google Summer of Code in 2019, by that year they stopped providing Google referrals. Okay, so you will not get a Google referral or anything. And the last and the biggest myth, it is not difficult to get in. I'll make a separate video on that. People who say, oh, they did Google Summer of Code, is very big thing, and definitely it's great, and you should definitely be proud of the hard work that you're doing. But you should not think of this as a competition that many people put, like it's difficult to get in. That thought of difficulty, easy to get in, or all these things, that should not come to your mind. Only thing that should come to your mind is doing good work, and if you get selected, that's fine. If you don't get selected, keep doing the good work. Don't make this as competition. Linux Foundation networking, it says it's an internship and mentorship program, so we'll call it that. So you'll get some hands-on learning opportunity to gain exposure to some open source projects. And Linux Foundation, I see LFN networking projects. So basically you can find the timeline over here for 2021, and you can see that you can submit where is the list of applications, Menti applications. Around April the applications open, right? And you also get a stipend of around I think it's around, since it's a Linux Foundation program, 3,000. So 6,000 for I think people in the United States or other countries or something. I think it's 3,000 for India. Yeah, if you just check the 3,000, but it doesn't matter. It's like for India it's 3,000. I'm pretty sure 3,000 US dollars. That's also quite much. Okay, so this is like the entire thing. When there was no COVID, there used to go to travel, right? So you can say travel funding is on hold on 21 because of travel restrictions and all the events going virtual. But in the future, if you're watching this video, you also get to travel and showcase the work you do to the outside world. You can check out the previous experiences of people over here, and you can check out the experiences, and you can check out the potential benefits for as a student. What are you going to get? You're going to get introduced to open source, and you're going to work on projects related to infrastructure tooling, and you'll get into the open source culture. There's going to be so many amazing things you're going to be learning. Okay. Linux Kernel Mentorship Program. So this is also a full-time volunteer mentee position, and also a 224-week part-time. So it's like they have provided two of the availabilities, and it's also runs 3 times a year, spring, summer, and fall. You can check out the timeline over here. So it also runs in like 2021. That is correct. That is cool. So it's not like it's a previous so it runs around spring terms run around March to May, summer runs around June to August, September runs around 1st November till November 30th. Okay, and here's the entire information given, and evaluations. So there are going to be 4 evaluations, and how to actually get started. So that is given over here as well. Like I think somewhere over here it will be given to you. Mentees, go to this section. It will you will have everything like how do we become a mentee. Okay, all the tasks and everything given over here. Cool. Let's look into the next one. Speaking of open source projects, so we have already made the open source guidance playlist. I'll be uploading more and more videos on that. I've already made one on how to find open source projects. That's the most important part. And again, shout out to Teleport for sponsoring this video. Check out the link in the description once, because it's also a great, amazing open source project and easy to get started. I'll also be doing a hands-on tutorial on Teleport in the coming few weeks, how you can use it, and we'll also be doing an amazing bootcamp on like DevOps and Kubernetes related topics. So just check out the link in the description. You can pause this video, check it out, and it's very easy to get started, free to get started, no credit card is required, and a really amazing tool. And you can also contribute to their open source projects. It's a great way to get involved in the community. So please make sure you check out the link in the description. It's says get started with Teleport. There's a Teleport link over there. Cool. The next one is GNOME Internships and Outreachy program. So they take part in Outreachy. They take part in Summer of Code. So we already talked about Google Summer of Code. Let's talk a bit more about like our Outreachy. So where is Outreachy? I think we had it somewhere over here. Cool. So Outreachy is a diversity focused program, and it also internships run from May to August and December to March. It's a 3-month period. It's remote. It pays around $6,000 in the total stipend. So you're working from home or an open source project. It is an internship, and it pays around $6,000. That's a lot of money for someone in India and even for someone outside India. But again, should not be the driving force. But it's great that people are getting recognized for the work that they do. So it's supporting diversity in open source, and people can apply. People of women can apply, transgender, genderqueer, or non-binary people of color who can apply. So all the other things you want to look at, like by the way, the applications for this are open right now, and the applications for LFX that we just talked about are also open right now. So make sure you check it out. So you can check out the timeline. You can sign up for the mailing list to be notified about future events, just like you can subscribe to this channel to be and press the bell icon to get notified about all these amazing videos that I post. Nice plug over there, Kunal. Okay, so applications will open in it says for the December 2020 cohort, it will open in August 2022, but currently the applications I know are open right now, so for December 2021 it's open right now. So I'll make a separate video on Outreachy soon, so make sure you subscribe, and let's move forward. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Like I've told you so many times. Okay, pause the video and subscribe. How hard is it? It will definitely help me, right, to bring all these amazing content to you. On the record, I'm saying that I'm providing one of the best courses for free forever and for always. And all the open source guidance playlist, college guidance playlist, job opportunity, how to shift from service-based to product-based company, roadmap for let's say BCA, MCA students or whatever, getting some amazing people on the podcast. We have the open source cafe podcast. How hard is it for you to subscribe? Subscribe it once, right? Okay, so now the next one is Google Season of Docs, which is for people who are really into, want to get started with documentation. So make sure you check this out as well. You can check out the timeline. This is also running, regularly, and 2021 it just wrapped up. So it will also start as for next year as well. So make sure you check it out, and rules and the guides and everything are given over here. So I don't think I should be going through everything because it's already given over here. X.org vacation of code. They also take part in like GSOC, and I think there's some I think there's GSOC over here, but mentorship can be initiated than GSOC. Okay. School summer of code. That's cool. That's cool. Able to do so. Okay. So the thing is that alrighty. So what happens over here is many of the organizations do this. This also happened this year. I saw it. So basically, some people who work really hard, some students who work really hard, do not get selected into Google Summer of Code. That does not mean you're not good enough. It means that Google did not provide enough slots to the organization. Okay. In that case, what such organizations do is they have their own open source program. That is what it's all about. Many organizations do this. All right. So make sure you check it out. Next one is Julia Season of Contributions. So Julia also takes part in Google Summer of Code, take part in Season of Docs, the NUM Focus, small development grants, and all the other other programs. Okay, so make sure you check it out. And the next one is Summer of Haskell. So they also take part in the community with Google Summer of Code, and yeah, that's also the link in the description, and all the list of ideas and everything are given over here. So this page also has more information about how to submit an idea over here. All the information you want, you can find over here. Some important changes for 2021 and future GSOC things. Open Mainframe project. So Open Mainframe project, like I mentioned, LFX takes part in so many organizations take part in LFX. Open Mainframe is one of those. There's a mentorship program, and there's a summer mentorship program that you can apply to. So during the LFX mentorship program, so you can learn more about it here and about the past applications, and stay tuned for applications to open for fall 2021. So applications are not open right now for fall 2021. So you can check out this particular resource that I just found from here, which is Learn More. So here you can find about everything. Okay, LFX and everything. Cool. Previously used to directly manage, but now it's, I think, with LFX. You can see only 17 people took part right now. Previously last year only 9 people took part, because there is not much awareness about such programs. That is what I'm trying to do. All right. 24 pull requests, another good one. So the goal is to encourage contributions to open source projects during December, and the site suggests open source projects and tickets and everything that are for good for new contributors. Okay, so there's also a guide for contributing, and basically it's for people who are, if you're new to open source, so definitely you can I would highly recommend checking this out. Okay, so it's for good new if you're new to open source. This one is open innovation projects, I think, and I did a video on this like previously as well, but I don't think this is for any outside India. I don't think it's outside India. I think it's not open to India right now. I did get a message from them as well that hey, it's not outside India right now, but for other people who are watching, you can definitely apply. And make sure you check out this website, because I have seen they do some amazing work. So in case it does open up for India in the future, you can apply. Hyperledger mentorship program, again, the same thing, like the LFX stuff. So here you can check out the 2020 timeline. So this is also a new program, and same thing with travel funding and everything. So you can definitely present it virtually now, but previously used to travel. So around March, the application period begins. You get the stipend as well in this as well, same as the previous one, part-time, full-time and everything. So if you're into blockchain and stuff, this is a program for you. So if any of your friends are into blockchain, make sure you forward this to them, and don't ask questions such as like, don't comment something like, hey Kunal, that's fine, but how do we actually engage in these communities? Before asking such questions, check out the open source guidance playlist once. I made a video on that, and I'll add even more videos on how to collaborate, how to understand a large code base. By the way, if you want any specific video on open source, make sure you comment down in the description, in the links in the description, in the comment section below, and I will make that video. Okay, if there's any particular doubt you have or anything related to open source or any of these programs, please make sure you comment, and I literally read every comment, so I will definitely make a video on that. Season of KDE. So KDE also has their own program. They also take part in, I believe, Google Summer of Code and stuff, but they also have their own program. So it says that it's starting in 2021 as well, like it was participating in 2021 as well. So it says it's similar to, but not exactly same as Google Summer of Code. So the good thing about this is that it's open to everyone and not just for students. So in the starting, I mentioned that these programs are, I'll share some programs that are not just for students. This one and also the LFX mentorship ones, right? All the projects and like the LFX and stuff, they are also not just for students. Anyone can apply, even if you're working. Okay, cool. That's the season of KDE. Make sure you check out the link in the description. I've listed it over here. And the next one is Data Observation Network of Earth. They also have their internship programs. So I've been taking part in like 2009, 10, 11, 12 till 2019. Did not see much over here for 2020, but please keep an eye out. So you can see application process and what do you need to do, apply, what are all the projects. So you can see all the projects that are available over here. So it says that it's a virtual organization dedicated to provide open and secure access to biodiversity and environment data, supported by the US National Science Foundation. So for the summers, it's like a research internship for undergraduate, graduate students, and recent postgraduates as well. So it's a 9-week program, and you will be working on projects listed below. Cool. The next one is Free Software Foundation. If you want to intern over here, not much information is given, but actually this is the only thing that they have given for, like, you have to send a letter of interest and a resume with 2 references to email this, and then that is how the internship things go over here at Free Software Foundation. So applicants must be open-ended and able to work part of a team, and just follow the code of conduct. This is not just for this, but for everyone. Currently it says that it's closed during the pandemic, so all internships will be remote, but there's some rules and regulations over here. So you can also apply through, I think, Outreachy, but yeah, it's very, very nice thing. The next one is the Processing Foundation Fellowships. So they support artists, coders. This is a bit of a different one. So you can subscribe to the mailing list and read about previous fellows, like someone is doing great work with open source and things like that. So make sure you check this out as well. Again, I'm listing all the things, so it's also not like it's stopped or anything. I think 2022 is over here. Not seeing much for 2021, but please keep an eye out on this as well. Hacktober Fest, everyone knows about this. It happens around October every year. So you get to contribute to projects, you get some, you get a t-shirt, or you get to plant a tree. Please don't make spammy pull requests for t-shirts. Please don't do it. I know this is the reason you should subscribe to my channel. Someone told, I know why that happened. Last year, there was a spam happening. Many people were sending spammy pull requests for t-shirts. This was because a YouTuber actually explained them that, hey, please make spammy pull requests, you will get a t-shirt. He literally showed an entire walkthrough. Please don't do this. Subscribe to my channel and you will get genuine guidance about open source. So don't make spammy PRs, only make genuine PRs, and how to actually make PRs, how to get started. Check out the open source guidance playlist. Next one is Foss Asia Code Heat. Amazing projects, amazing. It's a very popular one, and has been active for some time now. So there are so many projects over here, like Open Event Web, iOS apps, Android apps, or whatever. So many things are available over here. These are all the other mentees and everything. So I think the grand prize winners get to go to Singapore for the summit for free, and it's paid and everything. There's a Suzy Asava, I know a friend of mine who does some great work over here. Yeah. So make sure you check it out. And yeah, Sanskar, he was a contributor. He does some really nice work in open source. So check it out. It's a nice open source program, and you get to win some prizes. You get to contribute to open source. It's also, it was also running in 2021 till 2021. So I think it's active, and you can definitely check it out, and you can contribute to some nice projects. You can also have a look at their internship program, and you can fill this form for the internship program, and all the information and everything will be given over here. So all the deliverables and everything given over here. Next one is this is a website, a driven data competition. So basically here you can find all the competitions that are currently happening. I think there was some like related open source over here as well, or some projects or anything, but you can see like Facebook AI image similarity challenge. So it has like prizes up to $200,000 US. This is a great one for competitions and stuff. One more thing I wanted to share was Kubernetes Shadow program. This is not an internship or anything. Shadow release program. I was recently a part of it and I learned a lot. So check this out. So release team shadows. So you can see release team shadows. So basically Kubernetes has the new releases, releasing. So a lot of efforts and a lot of teams, a lot of people go into releasing a new version of Kubernetes, like a new, recently they've released 1.22, for example. So release team shadows are basically, the release team that actually takes part in the process. They recruit a number of people for each role. So if you check out the role handbook, there are so many roles like bug triage, CI signal, communications, docs. So I was a part of communications. For example, if you're part of a docs, you'll be working on the documentation and all these other things. So basically they will train you to be a future release lead, and you will get to, if you want to learn about what do we need to do actually. So for every single program, what do you need to do is given on the website. Please check it out. So for communications, check it out. So much information is given for everything. So overview, what are the requirements, what are the skill requirement, what is the time commitment, what are you going to do, and what are the deliverables and milestones and everything is given over here. So example, we are working on a release blog, for example, right now. So this is also a great way to get involved in the Kubernetes project. So it's not an internship or anything. It's just like a program mentorship program. Your release team lead will mentor you, but it's a great learning experience. I think that was about it. If you learned about anything in this video, pause this video right now and subscribe. If you subscribe, it will help me, reach to millions and millions of people. This is the most genuine advice that I will give you. There are a lot of clickbaits on YouTube, and you have to help me eradicate all those clickbaits. You have to help me suppress all the clickbaits. You have to help me provide the best free education for free and suppress all the misguidance. You have to help me. So if I want to summarize in one word, help me help you. Subscribe to the channel. That's it. Nothing else. Subscribe, like, show your support, and just share with your friends. That's it. Just do the community work. That's it. Or I don't need anything else. Subscribe right now. Right now. If you're watching in the future as well, this is not the only thing about my channel. Check out the playlist section. And if you're watching after a few months, the playlist section is going to be a lot of amazing things. One of the best content out there for free. I'm not saying that. Students are saying that. Check out the comment section of the DSA playlist. The data structure algorithm and interview preparation that we're doing. Check out the comment section on that. Last but not least, check out the social handles of Community Classroom and mine in the description below. If you want to support us, just follow the social handles, and so that you can get notified about all these things. Pause the video right now. Follow the handles in the description below. I would highly appreciate it. That was it about the video. And if there are any more programs that I missed out on this, make sure you leave a link in the comment section below, and I will add those programs in the description of the video, because I can't edit the YouTube video, so I will add it in the description of the video. I trust you that you will subscribe, and you trust me. I deliver always. I said I will bring the best DSA course, and it is here. People are saying it's the best DSA course for free, so I'm delivering. I have also made you a promise that I'll make completely best courses, the best courses on machine learning, data science, web development, DevOps, like Kubernetes and SRE, system design, distributed systems, and your operating systems and databases. I will bring you the same quality, even better, what I'm bringing for DSA courses. Just subscribe. That's it. Share with your friends. Ask them to subscribe. Hey, Kunal is doing great work. Check out the channel after 6 months. It's gonna be like next level. Cool. We are here to make a change, and we will do that. I need your support, and that's it. Just check out the links in the description. Follow us on all the socials. Follow us, very important. And I will see you in the next one. And yeah, see you there. Bye.